Hey guys, welcome to the Super Basketball Bros' very first NBA podcast called The Triangle Offense.
Yeah.
My name is Shrey, the statistician, and I'm here with the rest of the bros.
My name is Cage. I'm the scout. I watch a lot of NCAA AA basketball. I like scouting players, and I'm usually a fan of younger rookie, sophomore type players rather than old school veterans. Kobe Bryant.
Just so you know, Cage was the one who discovered Kobe Bryant. He was the one who told the Lakers to trade for him, alright? Scout right here.
It's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. And then we got Dan.
That's right, guys. Dan, I'm here. I'm the betting expert for the podcast. They call me the risk taker. My favorite team, it doesn't really matter who my favorite team is because I'm just looking for the team that makes me the most money. My favorite players are the players that give me the best points in fantasy. So, you know, you're going to hear me put a stock on it a couple times. That's my catchphrase when I feel confident. What about you, Shrey? Who do you got?
Who do I have?
Who do you got? Your favorite team?
My favorite team, the Raptors. Come on, man.
I got the
We
Raptors.
the North, bro.
I don't
Come
know
on.
about that, man. How much money they made you over the last couple
I think
years?
we're about to go one bro short now for this segment.
Oh, all right.
All right, we're going to jump right into it. The biggest news in the NBA this week was the starting five being released. It was released on Thursday. Now, for the Eastern Conference, Kyle Lowry was named the starting point guard.
Come back.
Canada stand up.
Yeah, we the North. All right. Joining him in the backcourt is Dwayne Wade. We have Paul George, LeBron James, and Carmelo Anthony joining him in the front court.
Damn.
What do you guys think of this Eastern Conference lineup?
Well, if I'm building a team, I want to get a good center, and that's why I get Carmelo Anthony and put him in the center position.
That's
You
right.
can get him the ball, and he can dominate. I mean, come on. How do you not have a center position in an all-star team starting lineup? It's just ridiculous. As far as the team goes, D-Wade, LeBron, Carmelo, what is this, the 03 draft?
This is exactly what I was thinking about too, man. Popularity contest. How the hell is Dwayne Wade a starter? God, man, this guy's playing the worst season in the last 5 years, and he's still a starter. I don't know, man. Where's Wall at? This guy definitely deserves to be in the. But anyways, we'll get back into that lately. But yeah, LeBron James holding it down as usual, captain of the East. He's got to be there.
Yeah, definitely. He's the front runner. Now, we're going to move from the East to the West. We got, obviously, this is a no-brainer, Stephen Curry as a starting point guard.
Chef Curry.
MVP.
You have Westbrook, the best Brook,
Westbrook all day.
as the starting shooting guard. You have Kobe Bryant, obviously, just, a farewell
Popularity.
goodbye. Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard to finish off the forward positions. Dan, what do you think of the Western Conference? bro?
Stacked. This is like literally the best All-Star lineup I've seen in a while.
Would you put a stack on it?
Well, I put a stack on it. They're gonna win that game, but it depends how bad Kobe shoots. Oh, well, he only plays for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure Toronto's gonna be buzzing every single time this guy gets a bucket because I'm gonna be buzzing. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that's right, Kobe
But
Bryant.
honestly, if Kobe gets the 30 points in this All-Star game, I hope someone decks him. I want him nowhere near the 81 points he did
Oh,
to the
man.
Raptors. I've heard enough of it. I don't want to hear any more. I don't want to hear Mike James' take on it. All right? Kobe, you had your time.
Yeah, I think the lineup's great. I still dislike that they don't have a center position in this All-Star game. I'm going to keep on bringing this up. It's an All-Star starting lineup. What does a starting lineup have in every team? A center.
A center.
What does a starting lineup for a baseball team have?
That's
a pitcher.
true.
You just don't disregard certain positions.
It's like the NHL All-Star game not having any centermen in the All-Star.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it
it's weird.
doesn't make sense. You got to have them. They're essential to a lot of the big NBA teams out there.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, do you really have a San Antonio Spurs, a dynasty? I don't think
You know
so.
what? I gotta blame the Pelicans over here, man. Why didn't you vote your star player Davis, man? He's a true starter right there. Come on, man. Everybody else is voting their players. Where are you guys at?
All right, we're going to get into that,
Yeah.
the notable omissions. Dan's a little carried away, but we just listed the starters. There's a few guys we don't like in there. Dan, who do you have not? Who's someone you don't like in the Eastern Conference?
Well, yeah, I gotta, there's a couple players. Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony. I've already talked about Dwayne Wade and who I think he should be replaced by. More like a John Wall type of player. I'm not definitely saying Kyrie deserves to be in there. Hell no. Lowry definitely deserved to be the starter overall. I'm glad everybody came to their senses and voted the right guy. And, Carmelo. You like Cage is saying over here, we got to get a center in there. This is ridiculous. We got like a whole bunch of small forwards and guards there. It's You know, you got to get you got a little diversified in that lineup.
Yeah, I agree, man. You got to have Jimmy Butler there instead of Dwayne Wade. And Melo deserves to be a reserve. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be in the All-Star game. But get like a Paul Millsap or Andre Drummond in there.
Yeah, you know what doesn't make sense to me is how can you not have Andre Drummond in the starting lineup? He's been literally rebounding everything. I'm pretty sure if you throw your baby at the rim, he would rebound it. I don't know how he's not in there. He's been killing it, not only with the rebounding, the offense has been there. He's shooting well above 50% on the season. And the defensive stats are there.
Yeah.
He's averaging over a steal and a block a game. That's someone who would be on anyone's starting five, but for some reason, the fans would rather have Kyrie Irving over Drummond, and just doesn't make sense to me.
Usually when you have omissions like this, it's due to the team not playing that well. But Detroit's in 6th place, 23-20 record, whereas the Knicks are in 9th, under 500. So
they're not even playing with Jennings on that team either. Like, it's just ridiculous how a team couldn't vote a guy like Drummond. He's just making all the guys open. Nobody can guard him. He just keeps getting boards. You can get the best. You can get 2 guys on him to protect the rim. He's still getting those boards somehow.
Yep.
What do you guys think about the West? We just talked about the East a little bit. Who do you guys don't like in the West? I know there's probably one player we'll all agree on. But I think, obviously, Kobe deserves to be here. And I'm happy it's in Toronto and that we can send Kobe off into the horizon, you know, once his career is done. It's his 18th All-Star appearance. What do you think, Cage?
Kobe deserves it or doesn't deserve it. I think as far as stats go, he doesn't. But if it's a Lifetime Achievement Award, let him have it.
Yeah.
I've always been a Kobe basher, but I do realize he's a very good player. And he deserves to be sent off to the, what do you say, the sunset? The sunset?
The horizon.
Yeah. Drive off in the sunset to retirement.
Why you got one up in there? Always.
Yeah, this dude is amazing. Like, I think he's going to be trying his heart out there. I expect him to, you know, score plenty of buckets. I hope he gets 30-plus game. He deserves it, and I want him to earn that top voting record right there he set. But, you know, there's not really much I can complain about with the starters. The starters are so stacked on the West. I'd be putting a stack on them to win that game for sure.
Where's the center?
Who cares, man?
On the West, do you really need a center?
Doesn't Durant and Westbrook get the rebounds anyways, guys? Come on.
Just put the claw there. Kawhi Leonard, huge addition to the starting five. You know, he barely beat out Zaza Pachulia. I don't know what is happening with the NBA voting, but we're slowly turning into the NHL fan base.
Scott, where you at?
We're just voting anyone that we like. So
yeah, you saw that with Kyrie.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that was brutal.
I think he barely has played 15 games up to this point. Struggled for the most part to get his footing and
shooting less than I think 30%.
And fans are upset he's not there over Kyle Lowry. That to me, you know what? The All-Star game is about putting the players that most deserve it. You know,
that season.
Exactly, of that season. If someone's injured, I've seen Tracy McGrady not play a single game, but get voted into a starting five with the most votes. That shouldn't be happening, guys. I know we love T-Mac, we love these guys. Kyrie Irving, he's a huge superstar. I'm not saying he's terrible or that Kyle Lowry's better in any sense. We don't know that.
Yeah.
But in this season and at this time, Kyle Lowry has been single-handedly, with the help of DeMar DeRozan, carrying the Raptors. So to say that Kyrie deserves it over Lowry is just, it's a terrible statement to make, and I couldn't disagree more. What do you think, Cage?
I think all three of us agree on that. Kyrie, great player. Uncle Drew, when he puts a white beard on, he really can get it on with the ball. But still, Kyle Lowry deserves to be there over him. And I'm glad the fans realize that. I want to jump into the reserves. Can we do that? Can we jump into the reserves?
Well, you beat me to it, so let's go.
I'm looking at our technical producer. Can we? Yeah, we got we got the okay.
We got the thumbs up.
The two guards that I got for the East is DeMar DeRozan, 23 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. And like I mentioned before, who I believe should have been the starter at the guard position, Jimmy Butler, 22 points, 5 rebounds, pretty much carrying that Bulls team without Rose. Noah's been plagued with injuries. He deserves to be there.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. You could possibly put John Wall in there. I don't know. I think he's probably busy discussing a contract extension. He's been pretty pissed off about it.
He needs new shoes.
Yeah.
He needs more money, all right?
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson making his money, all right? Reggie Jackson, give him your money. Dan, what do you think?
You know what? DeRozan, obviously, he's going to be a starter. I don't think any coach is going to take that away from Toronto. Sorry,
Reserve,
not starter.
maybe.
Reserve, my bad. You got me there.
I
Yeah, the Toronto fans want this guy in the game. They're going to give it to him. Jimmy Butler obviously deserves this guy. Wow, he's been playing great with no Rose in the lineup. This guy's put the Chicago Bulls on his back. Second part of the first half of the season, since Rose has been getting those injuries. But that guy's well deserving of one. Wall. It's hard to pick him over those two guys. So maybe he might be a wild card of your choice. But yeah I know. Butler's killing it. Rose is killing it.
All right, you know what? Just to save us some overlapping, I'm gonna go over who I have, and you guys tell me who you agree with or disagree with. I'm gonna talk about the three forwards.
Why you, man? Why can't Dan go over what you got? Why can't I go over what I
Because
got?
I'm the statistician, all right? I got the stats
Got
right
the
up here.
stats.
Stats don't lie,
I
kids.
watched these guys in college, so I think I know them. Like it's like watching a child grow up, right? And then you kind of know them. You got a bond with
Well,
them.
You hear
I'll be
that? He
telling you.
raised Andre Drummond. He raised them since he's a little kid.
All right, you
Damn.
go, Shrey. You go.
All right,
go.
so for my forward positions, I have yours truly, Andre Drummond.
Yup.
Big omission. He should have been in the starting lineup. Obviously, the NBA is going small ball. They don't give a shit about the centers anymore, so he's not there.
York.
I also have Chris Bosh and Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap has been amazing for Atlanta, but obviously when you have a great team and their team play is based on ball movement. So when you have that kind of a system, I guess you kind of fall under the radar a little bit. But I definitely think those three forwards are going to be voted in by the coaches. What do you guys think?
I'll get this, Dan. I got Millsap, Drummond, and I don't got CB4 because he's basically got a fashion show right
I
now.
know Toronto might hate him, but he did a lot for the city. I think he deserves to be there.
Is this another Lifetime Achievement Award? Like Kobe?
Just give him away.
I think I got Hassan Whiteside. Same team, just he's being so impactful on the defensive end. 4 blocks a game, 2 fouls per game, 61% field goal percentage, averaging a double-double. I think he's more deserving than Chris Bosh.
And mind you, with this All-Star berth, if he does get in, his NBA 2K rating probably goes up.
Oh,
so
no.
Get Whiteside on the reserves team. He needs that rating to go up, all right? Dan,
You know
let me
he's playing. Whiteside's playing that 2K after the games. But you know what? I agree with you guys on Drummond and Whiteside. But you guys forgot to mention a dude. What about Pau Gasol? You don't want to put him in there? That guy's a star, man. These guys have been depleted up front. No Noah. You got Gibson kind of like playing on and off basketball, but Paul Gasol, he's been holding it down in the front court for those Chicago Bulls. And, the Chicago Bulls have been playing pretty good basketball towards his All-Star break. So, I got to give it to him. I think he's going to be something that could
17 points, 10 rebounds. I'm rounding, but around there.
Yeah. And he's a block machine, too. You got 3 strong blockers right there. Drummond, Whiteside, and Gasol. Whoo! Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, definitely. Another thing is the coaches probably want to level out the lineups, so having all 3 probably not the best idea. But no, along the lines, they all deserve it. They all deserve it. The tough thing is picking the right guys.
That's right.
Now, let's move on to the West.
Wild card, man.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, get that wild. Let's deal with the East completely first.
So, wild card. I actually have Hassan Whiteside on my wild card and John Wall, obviously. I think John Wall deserves it. What do you guys think?
Well, because Wall's not a starter, because he's not a reserve, makes sense to put him in the wild card. Forget that, man. I'm gonna go with the IT3, baby. That guy has been playing great on Boston. I know that's not his true nickname. I made it up, Isaiah Thomas III.
It's on his fantasy team.
Yeah, whatever, man. He's my fantasy stud, but hey, this guy's been playing really great basketball all year. No Smart in the lineup for most of the season. He's just basically taking the starting role, and he's been living up to it. Him and Crowder, he's been single-handedly making Crowder a better player. So IT3, give it up for him. I think he deserves to be the wild card. As for the front court, Millsap. I know you guys mentioned him as a starter for the front court, but
That's your wild card?
that's my wild card. Yeah, get him in there.
Yeah, some would argue Millsap should start. That some would be me. But if you got him in your wild card, at least you got him in there. I got Wall and Isaiah Thomas.
Ooh.
I guess we all kind of got the similar amount of players, same players, except you guys got Bosh.
Nah, I don't got
Well,
Bosh.
oh, well,
I thought Bosh was gonna be it, but nah, I agree with you.
See,
Steve.
my thought
Changed my
process is
mind.
Raptors, dinosaur-looking player. I'm kidding. Chris Bosh is a great player, man. Don't get me wrong. I love him.
I got him on my fantasy team.
Ooh, that's why
Yeah,
then.
you know
All
what?
right.
Him being able to extend his shot to the three-point line has really changed the game for Miami.
Well,
and
they
it's
don't-
made it a lot easier on Dwayne
Yeah.
Wade to
Yeah,
go inside
yeah.
and work his way in. So I definitely think Bosh has stepped his game up.
Well, Whiteside right there is the reason for that. I don't think they need to worry about boards anymore when you got a beast like that inside.
That's true.
That's the white side. Now let's get to the west side.
What's that? Oh,
All
I like
right,
that transition
so-
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to a West because Cage mentioned it. So the two guards. You know what? We're not even gonna get into a big discussion on this. It's pretty straightforward. Chris Paul, James Harden. Do you guys agree? Disagree?
I agree.
Agree.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. to have none of those guys in the starting five, it's kind of shocking. But when you look at the starting five, you kind of understand why.
Yeah.
Could have put Harden in for Kobe Bryant, but
Yeah.
it's the Kobe Bryant show. It doesn't really
is.
matter.
Kobe.
right now. Who do you guys have as your three forwards? I'm gonna get started with Dan.
Well, I think it's a no-brainer. You got that triple threat on the Golden State Warriors. Got to go with Draymond right there. Got to go with Anthony Davis. This guy's a beast. He's going to be a beast for many years to come. And the guy who probably leads the league and maybe eventually will hold the record for the NBA most technical fouls, DeMarcus Cousins. He deserves to get in there. He's been having a great season. This guy, wow, I couldn't believe it, but he's shooting threes game after game now. Unbelievable.
I got him on my fantasy team. I know what he can do. I know he is holding it down. 26 points per game, 11 rebounds. Should be starter if they had a center position,
Yeah.
but they don't. Again, I don't know why.
Attitude.
We're shaking our heads. We're
Attitude.
shaking our heads at the NBA right now.
Yeah. This you guys can't see us, but we're all shaking our heads.
Yeah, that's right.
DeMarcus should be there. Anthony Davis should be there. Are you looking at my cheat sheet? I got Draymond Green too. We
I
got
would
the
love
same
to see.
thing.
I would love to see DeMarcus Cousins get a technical foul though. Like that would just be funny. Like who would you argue with? There's nobody to argue with. They're all stars, including the rest, right? But
Yeah.
I would just love to see it, just to see what he would get pissed off at.
DeMarcus, usually most of his technical fouls come from foul calls, and there are not too many in the All-Star game, so I think he'll be safe.
Yeah, I think he's good on this.
As long as George Karl's not there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's
could
a big
be.
no-no. Yeah, I think really the starting or the reserve guards and forward positions are pretty much identical. I have the same three guards and forwards you guys just mentioned. Now, for the wild cards, I
Wild
have
card?
Damon Lillard and I have Blake Griffin. Now,
Oof.
Blake Griffin's coming off an injury. Who we don't even know if he even plays in the All-Star game or accepts the reserve
Yeah.
role. We don't know that.
Yeah.
But does he deserve it? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's been, you know what? People have been comparing him to Draymond Green. He's actually played that level.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the three-point shot, though, but he can pass the ball, he can rebound, and he's a high flyer. He's actually, I would say, probably
Oh,
a
yeah.
little better than
Draymond's not a
Draymond.
high flyer.
Yeah. But this guy's got great dribbles, man. Like, dude, this guy post-up game is unreal.
Yep.
Way he just puts that ball through his legs and just goes to the other side is unreal. Like,
No, think
center
about
can
it.
guard him.
When Blake Griffin came into the NBA, everyone just said, "Oh, he's just a high flyer." I think of Aaron Gordon when I think of Blake Griffin. Right
Mm-hmm.
now. That's what Aaron Gordon. Blake Griffin was pretty much what Aaron Gordon is right now when he came into the league. He's pretty much worked on his game from every level.
That's right.
Worked on his shot. He can shoot the mid range now really well. He can dribble drive. His handles are really good too, man.
Handles are very
he's really
good.
improved, so definitely deserves it. And I have Lillard. I don't know if
Oof.
they pick a fourth point guard when you already have Curry, Westbrook,
Yep.
and Paul there. But Lillard is a really good shooter. I definitely think he deserves to be there. What do you guys think?
I gotta just jump in there. Blake Griffin had an amazing post-up game with Oklahoma Sooners. Just me being the scout, I just gotta
Oh,
throw that in
shit.
there. He did not develop that. He did not come in raw. He had a really good post game, and I would agree that his long range, his mid range shot has improved steadily every year. So he has worked on that. But he always could bank in shots, hook in shots. He had a really good post game. Aaron Gordon does not have a post game.
Yep, no.
No.
But maybe we'll develop one. Baby Blake, I call him.
Yep.
I had Blake Griffin, but I think he's going to be injured. He won't play. So I got LaMarcus Aldridge. This is kind of like a season achievement award for me just because how good San Antonio's been playing
I
and
don't
the
know
lack
about
of, let's say, help he's been getting from Duncan and Parker and Ginobili and all those classic Spurs that we love. It's kind of been Aldridge and Kawhi holding that team down. And they have the second best record in the West. So
Yeah,
I
it's
think they
worked.
deserve it.
It's worked.
And my other wild card, which will surprise everyone, Gordon Hayward,
Ooh.
Utah Jazz, guard forward. He's been great, 20 points per game, 5 assists per 5 rebounds per game. Sorry, and they're sitting in ninth place, and they haven't had Derek Favors, they haven't had Gobert for too much of the season, they haven't had Exum at all, they haven't had Burks has gone down, and it's kind of been like Hayward holding it down.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league. Fourth quarter, he's been terrific every game, kind of willing his team back. It's great to see he has Hood to help him out a bit. But I got Hayward and Aldridge.
I don't know. Hayward is great, but that West, man, they got a lot of crappy teams at the bottom of the standings now. A couple of years ago.
Record-wise, yeah.
Yeah, record-wise. They used to have like 600 teams at 9th spot. Now it's like 400 teams at like 7,
I think the
6.
East and West have pretty much
switched roles.
But then again, the West, they've got some top caliber teams there. For my wild card, got to go back to the East. I'm going to go with, sorry, what am I saying? Back to the West. What am I saying?
Oh,
sorry, guys.
I think Dan's just changing up the All-Star format, guys. My bad.
When I see Rondo, I think of Boston Celtics. It's still hard to see this guy's a king, but he is a king. Yeah. I'm going with Rondo on this one. Triple-double threat every game. This guy has stepped up really big. And you know what? I think my favorite role of him is the way he mentors and calms down Cousins. Man, this guy, he's probably saved him a couple technical fouls and ejections, but he's got a really special bond with Cousins, and you need Rondo in that All-Star game just in case Cousins starts to get a little tempered up. So got to get somebody to calm him down.
Rondo's had issues with his coaching all the time, even with Doc Rivers near the end. So I think they both relate to that. And they can both team up on Carl. Maybe that's why they're friends.
That's true.
Probably just talk shit
and
all day.
The other wild card I got there is Griffin. I don't even care if he's injured. Just put him on the bench. He deserves it.
Can't go wrong with either of those picks. Anyone you think we've missed in the West?
I don't even care. Well, Clay.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much everyone. So we pretty much talked about the reserves from both the East and West. Now, we kind of touched on this a little bit, but who do you think are the biggest snubs from both sides, the East and the West? Like the biggest snubs who should have been in the starting lineup but aren't?
Stats-wise or personality-wise?
Honestly,
anything.
Whatever criteria, let us know what your criteria is.
Okay. Stats-wise, obviously I'm going to take Kobe Bryant out. This is just no hate, just stats-wise.
Yep.
And I'll throw in Draymond Green. I was going to throw in the Cousins, but just Draymond's been so... You saw it when he was out one game and they had Curry, Clay, they had everyone. They lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? A lot of people have said this. Curry's the NBA's MVP, but Draymond Green is Golden State's MVP.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
the glue guy.
Yeah, he's the glue guy. Without him, honestly, things are gonna fall apart. His presence both on the offensive and defensive ends definitely bring a lot to the game. And Golden State's very lucky to have him. I don't think there's any other player like him out there right now. So, good for the Golden State Warriors. I hate you. Raptors could have had it too in the second round. Raptors stepped their game up. Come on, guys. So before I get into it anymore, let's talk about the biggest snubs from the East. Dan, what do you think?
Well, there's a couple players I don't like in that starting lineup. I'll go with the first one, Dwayne Wade. He doesn't deserve it. This guy's played horrible. Worst game.
No,
worst
not horrible.
All right, well,
not
compared
horrible,
to his
man.
last several seasons, come on.
Like he's on the decline of his career, but he's not horrible.
He's in decline, but he's not a starter.
For an old guy at 34
is not old. 34 is not old.
But you know what? A lot of people call him old, and I don't know if that's really accurate.
Like, all right, we're looking at that class. Was it class of 04? I gotta say, 03. Sorry, those guys, they're all right. All four of those top four guys, but LeBron James is at another level than the other three. You got Carmelo. He's starting to play a mentor role. He's playing an old man role.
I think all of them are starting to regress.
Well, LeBron James, I think he's got a few more years in him to...
Oh, no, they've got years, but they're regressing, all of them.
No, I think LeBron James, he's in a different level. But anyways, the whole point of this topic is Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony do not deserve to be in starters. I agree kind of with Cage. Jimmy Butler probably does deserve to be more of a starter than Dwayne Wade. Get Kyle Lowry in that point guard. And, if we are talking about true center role...
True.
Yeah, true center. We're going to go with Drummond. I think Drummond deserves more of a starting role than Carmelo. Those New York fans, got to give it to them for voting him in.
Yeah,
but,
good fan base.
Yeah, good fan base. Really good. But you know what, Detroit, we're with you on this one. Drummond deserves to be a starter over Carmelo.
Did you guys see the video for Drummond's voting? The video they made with Obama?
Yeah.
Oh,
Slim Shady.
Yeah, awesome.
Perfect for Detroit, eh?
Yeah, they're trying to get the votes up. I guess it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, you tried. It's okay. So pretty much we went over the starting lineup, the reserves, and we've kind of touched on the snubs a little bit. Who got snubbed from the starting five? Obviously, we all agree Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green possibly could have been in the starting five if not for
And Drummond, yeah.
yeah, if not for
Or Millsap.
if not for some of the
Fuck
people.
myself.
Cage, you done?
And
So
just want to say hi to my mom.
Oh,
Anyways,
oh, all right, we're like that, eh?
so now the biggest topic I want to get into is what do you guys think of the NBA just giving the middle finger to the center position? Honestly, what do you guys think of that? When you have players like Cousins and Anthony Davis, Drummond not making the starting five, that to me is a big red flag for the NBA. And moving forward, I think that's gonna hurt the game. I think.
Well, two things. They definitely got to put a name on each title for the voting ballot. You got a point guard, you got a shooting guard, small forward, power forward. Obviously, some players will cross over onto center field. That's fine. But the center, you got to get a true center in there. Second point I got to make about the All-Star game. Put some value into it. Make it worth something to the players. Maybe the winner of that game takes the extra home court advantage in the finals. Kind of do like what the MLB does. But, it's just going to be a 150 to 150 type of game. And I know all the fans are going to be loving it, but put some competition into it. Make it worth everybody's while. I know a lot of players and owners would probably say, what if my player gets injured? You know what? They can get injured in any game. It's only one game.
Yeah.
Put some great referees in there. It's going to be a good game. I think it'd be more entertaining for the fans.
It's worked really well for MLB.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, those guys go all out. You've seen collisions at the plate, man.
Oh, yeah.
People just throwing their bodies around. Obviously, you don't want to see that in the NBA. You don't
Yeah.
want Boogie, crushing DeRozan, obviously.
Yeah.
You better watch it back, Boogie. Anyways.
But in that respect, I think also it would make voting more interesting because fans are not going to care about popularity. They're going to care their team gets that extra spot
Yeah.
in the finals if they do make it that far. So it'd be voting would be a little bit better, I think.
I agree with both your points to an extent. I don't think there should be point guard, shooting guard, small forward. I agree, 2 guards, 2 forwards, and 1 center.
One center, yep.
Because, like you said, a lot of players do cross between
Yeah.
different positions. As far as the reward goes, I think there should be one. I don't think it should be something so significant like the NBA Finals or playoffs. It should be like everyone gets a brand new car if they win the win the game. At least
You get a car!
Yeah.
You get a car!
If they can't buy it with $20 million, those guys are all getting paid. big
at least
time.
they have some incentive, or they can the winner gets a amount of money for their chosen donation.
These guys do not care about money. Come on, they're just gonna donate it. It's not gonna go in their pocket. It's just gonna look. They're gonna look like assholes if they keep the
in the
money.
NHL, I think it was Ovechkin. Like they kind of had an incentive. Last guy that gets picked gets a car, and he was saying, "I want the car." He wanted the car. He gets paid several $1 million, but he wanted the car. So I think there should be some incentive. Nothing that crazy that I gotta put my heart on the line, and if these guys screw it up for me, I won't be able to play at home in the finals.
I agree with Cage. You don't want to put a lot of significance into it, especially it's an All-Star weekend. You're trying to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
It's an entertainment. There's some entertainment value there as well. Fans are here to see the biggest players in the NBA. NBA showcasing their star players. So to kind of mix the NBA Finals in there, I think is a big mistake. Especially, it would kind of take the regular season and just put it aside. Everything they do in the regular season kind of takes a back seat to the All-Star game.
Yeah, but what's the whole point of East versus West? Is to see which conference plays better.
Yeah.
But they don't even care themselves. If the East win, even though the West has way better
They
players.
care, but it's just kind of like a social get-together.
Yeah.
more.
They honestly, it's probably post-Twitter reactions that are probably going to be more entertaining at the end of it all, right? Oh, yeah, great play there, Cousins. I saw that little hack there. I didn't want to get you pissed off or anything, because I know how you get when you're angry.
You mean like when everyone's mic'd up and you get to
Yeah,
hear what they
exactly. But you know what? I don't know. I think it's gotta, otherwise, what's being the purpose of maybe just having 2 random celebrities just picking teams like they do in the NHL? Just have 2 guys. Everybody's, you don't have to pick East or West. You can just pick any player you want, right?
The NHL sucks though, so I don't know why we're comparing it to such a
The
terrible
NHL
league.
All-Star
Yeah, it's
game
the
is
worst.
a
Let's not get into
snooze
it.
fest.
Let's not get
Don't
into
go
it.
to-
God.
Captain.
All right. Anyways, moving forward, I had another topic, just to kind of get into it. What do you guys think of the fans having so much, you could say, emphasis on the voting? Like, do you guys think the fans should have that much say
Yes.
as to who starts? Do
Yes.
you think the coaches should factor in as well?
No.
No, I think the fans getting the starters are good. It kind of shows you what players are popular, and players have more incentive to do more entertaining things in games, whether it's regular season or the All-Star game, to try to get those votes and try to get fans to like them as a player. And since Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff, all these players are trying to interact with fans more. I think it's good. I think they should still do fan voting.
Yeah, fan voting is very key. I don't even agree with the coach picking any of the reserves. I think fans should pick that
I
as
disagree
well.
with that.
Like, the coach is just literally he's a coach of a team. He's
Honestly,
got a bias.
if the fans pick the reserves, you see Kyrie Irving there.
Oh yeah, I understand.
You want to see Kyrie
You're not-
Irving?
fans
are
I don't
watching.
want to see Kyrie Irving, Cavs fans. I'm sorry. This is Toronto.
That's true. Well, I think there's a better way to approach other than the coach picking it. I think maybe you can get like the NBA Players Association to do a vote only. You know what I mean? Like they kind of know who's better.
As a coach, you're not allowed to pick a player from your own team. So I don't think there's any bias. I think
No
it's
bias.
perfect. I think it's
Yeah,
exactly
but I'm
how
pretty
it
sure
should be.
DeMarcus Cousins has said a couple things to some coaches on the side, right? But
Maybe.
you know,
I don't think he really needs to say anything to get it.
Let his game do this talking.
Yeah. And you know what? I think players like it a lot more when they get voted in by the coaches.
Exactly.
It means a lot more to them. You know, the fans are great, but at the end of the day, it's a popularity contest.
It
so
is,
the starting
yeah.
five usually is the 5 hottest players at
That's
this
true,
point
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
season.
Never knew you were like that. You think they're
yeah,
hot?
was that right? You
Oh,
think
man.
you think
Dwayne
Wade? Yeah.
is one sexy guy.
I don't know,
Oh
both
my
of them.
God.
Okay, all right.
I'm
We'll
not
make
gonna
it.
say
All right, before we get carried away. All right, so guys, that's all we have for today. We went over the starting 5 for both the East and the West, as well as reserves and snubs. So make sure to tune in next Saturday for our next segment called the Triangle Offense,
Episode 2.
episode 2. All right, so until next time, guys, take care from the Super Basketball
Bro.